As a Nigerian, I am actually shocked to hear this about Ghana, that students have access to loan to further their educations. Guys, let's watch the video first, then we'll come back to the video and react on it. Don't forget to like this video, share and comment.
25-30 years ago, we said Ghana must go. Ghana must go. Now Ghana don't go, but Ghana CD don't go past Nigerian.
Federal government of Nigeria believes so much in oil and the election. States where they go win. They believe more in oil and states where they go win than your life.
I know you'll be wondering, what am I showing on my screen? I am actually showing what is called SLTF, Student Loan Trust Fund. But before I talk about this, let me address something. I've been having or seeing a lot of comments on my comment section who is telling me, stop comparing Ghana to Nigeria, stop comparing Nigeria to Ghana or to any other African countries. I want to let you know something, that before the partition of Africa by the British, which took place at Berlin Conference in 1880 to 1914, that Africa was one. Did you hear what I said? Before the partition of Africa by the British, which took place in the year 1880 to 1914 in Berlin Conference, Africa was one. That is why I have the right to talk about my continent. That is why I have to relate what is going on in different states within my continent, Africa. And I don't think anything wrong comparing them. And I also want to know something. I am somebody who doesn't live a sycophant life. I don't do that. See, now person will do well, we go praise. Now person will do well, we go praise. In as much as Ghana is actually doing well when it comes to government or system working than Nigeria, we also have another African country which is doing well more than another African country, and which is Burkina Faso. Are you getting this? So I have right to relate with anything I am relating with. And I'm not doing it to get attraction or attention. I am doing it because I am desperate for my country to do well. If shame catch we Nigerians, if shame catch our Nigerian leaders, they should do better so that we don't see the need of comparing. Rather, we'll come out and be applauding them. We'll come out and be praising them for doing well, for turning our country to a better country. I don't see the reason why we Nigerians are running away from our country in search of greener pastures across the whole world. Meanwhile, we have what it takes to have that greener pastures within our country. So what I'm doing here is that we are tired of adjusting. We are tired of keeping calm. And I'm actually saying or taking the path I took in my content because I am desperate and I want my Nigeria as a country to do well. So if you as a Nigerian are not okay, the fact that I am applauding or I'm appraising Ghana government than that of ours, or I'm appraising Ghanaians' attitude or any other thing I think I've actually seen in them that we don't have, is because I want us to do better. Starting from us, the citizens, down to any person, government, or any sector at all in Nigeria. Anything I'm actually relating or comparing is that to let you know that these people have a certain maximum respect. The fact that their government or any of their sector is working to an extent more than us. So I want each and every one of us, starting from the citizens to the highest, to the lower top, to the subordinate, to the high level, any kind of where you belong, we should learn to do better. If we citizens learn how to know, to stand on the right thing, and to remove tribalism inside our life, to stand on just whatever it will cost you, you will see me come here to appraise you people, appraise us. But in as much as we remain in this bondage that all of us are living, I am not going to keep quiet, and I won't stop comparing. Like I said, now person will do well, we go appreciate. Now person will do well, we go appraise. So going back to this that I showed you, this is called Students Loan Trust Fund. I don't know whether something like this is actually existing in Nigeria. Even if it's existing, somebody like me have not had. And even if it's existing, how can it function when every sector in Nigeria is corrupt? That is what we're talking about. So to many of you who keep saying it as if I am actually appraising Ghana and I don't appreciate my people, there's nothing that makes me happy in Nigeria for me to appreciate. For what now? When everything have totally gone wrong. This is Student Loan Trust Fund. And it is still functioning in Ghana. I don't know whether we have it in Nigeria, but it is still functioning in Ghana to the extent that as a student, if you want to take loan, or maybe your family is not capable, or something come up, or you don't even have money, you're entitled to have this and fill it, submit it, and you'll be given the amount of money you required or you asked for. And you are entitled to take this loan and finish your school. Then when you are done with your school or university and you serve and get your job, then government will start taking it from your salary. You start paying back with a little interest. This is what it means that government have interest of his people at heart. Imagine if Nigeria introduced this or have this and it is functioning. A lot of students who dropped out today in school in Nigeria won't have. Because I saw somebody in a live interview saying that he have dropped out of school because of the hardship and situation, the transport money to school and other things. He can't afford a living anymore, so he decided to drop out of school. Let's assume this thing is existing in Nigeria and it is functioning. Can you see that this could actually help them or help those people like that not to drop out of school? Here, even some people who have paid their school fees can still apply for this loan and use it and do business, run business within the school. People who are selling pure water or anything at all. It is called support. Does Nigeria have a body like this to support their citizens? And later you come and tell me Ghana is not better than Nigeria. They are far, far much better. If you are not okay, the fact that I am boldly telling you that this Ghana we have always said ordinary or bit later are doing well, please encourage your father who is a governor, encourage your father who is a minister, encourage your father who is the president, the one where they shout, they keep coming for my father. Tell them to improve. That this ordinary Ghana, we have always say ordinary, are doing well in their ordinary states. And we who are not ordinary are crumbling. We are in coma. And we are not going to keep quiet anymore. So, respect Ghana government. They are doing pretty well to an extent. Even at this stage they are. Ghanaians are not satisfied though. I remember having an argument with somebody today in school. I told the person that if Nigeria would even have a steady light, I would be in Ghana. And we will give at least make we use the steady light the whole body. Do you know what it means that you have a steady light? Do you know the level of business that will flourish in Nigeria? It's not that we cannot provide a steady light, but out of corruption, some people sat on it for their businesses of generator and other things, solar energy to be flowing. So they refuse to bring light so that those things will sell. It's a pity that a pity man is crying in a pity way and still be smiling.
So guys, when I talk about Nigeria, we still have a long way to go. I can't even remember when I was in the university that the government decided to give students loan. I've not seen. The only time they tried to do that, all students came out to even fill a form. We filled this form and they said they are going to get back to us till today. We never see money, we never see government. Probably they have burnt all the forms that we filled just because we want the government support. We want loans to further our education. You see, a lot of things are going on in my country, Nigeria, that when I decide to be talking about it every day, see, the internet, everywhere go bust, everywhere go scatter. But there are times we try to filter our words, we try to filter the things we say, so we don't cause chaos. Because I've seen people come out here and say, oh, Nigerians, people are not loyal to your country, you don't like your country. See, there is no person that can be as loyal as I am, because I will keep on defending my country anywhere I go to. But that doesn't mean if I see something bad that is not going well in my country, I should defend it blindly. I'm not stupid. If something is not going right in my country and I see something going right in another country, I will compare, because they are all African countries. I don't see any reason why there will not be grants for students, like student loan. And that is the reason why we have a lot of dropouts in the universities, because their parents cannot be able to afford to pay their school fees. And there is no way they can even get loan from the bank, because to get a loan from the banks will ask you of collateral. Whether you have a landed property or you have something that is tangible, you want to use as collateral to get the money. And not all parents in Nigeria are so buoyant enough to do that. Not all parents in Nigeria has a spare land or something as a property to take collateral from the bank. So most times, most Nigerian students still seek that the Nigerian government give them this loan, like give them this grant, this loan for them to be able to further their education. You know, when you give them this loan, even if it's to be paying something monthly or paying something every year, you know, it will go a long way for them. And there are students in Nigeria that love education, but they don't have the money. And that is the reason why we have a lot of NGO, that is non-governmental organizations in Nigeria, that are catering for these people, that are paying school fees for a lot of people. And that is the reason why some people are applying for scholarship. They will sit for exam, they apply for scholarship for the government or some NGOs to sponsor them. Mostly it is NGOs that sponsors this scholarship. not even the government. That is a non-governmental organization that sponsors most of this scholarship in Nigeria. You see people every day surfing the internet to look for some foundations that offer scholarship to anybody from maybe secondary school to the university level, or if you're opportune enough from a secondary school, you get to win a scholarship program, maybe based on your intelligence, based on how good you are in your academics. So Nigeria is just, I don't know how to explain it, but the country itself, they still need to work harder. They still need to implement a lot of things. I don't know if they're implementing it. Maybe those in charge of those things are not remitting. Maybe they are not disbursing all those things to the schools. I don't know, because if you should tell me to explain Nigeria to you, there's no way I can be able to explain this country to you, because it's difficult to explain. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. To my Ghanaians, you guys are really, you are really enjoying, because there's one video I watched, the lady said Nigeria is now suffer pass. Now we suffer pass. So please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for always watching. See you in the next one. Bye.